What's up, everyone? Today, let's talk about how to become a better lacrosse player during the season. If you're looking for more playing time, or maybe you're looking for all conference honors, there's ways you could become a better lacrosse player in season that's outside of practice. Let's go! Yes, lacrosse practice is awesome and it's going to make you a better player. If you're giving all you got in practice, you will get better. But the dirty little secret is, if you're not a starter in practice, you're not getting as many reps as you need. You're probably not catching and throwing enough. You're probably not running enough. You're probably not in situational drills enough. And even if you are, you can always use a little extra work. So today we're going to talk about the 8 key elements that are going to make you a better lacrosse player. Number 1, stick work. Stick work, stick work, stick work. Lacrosse sticks are known as the great equalizer. Your stick work has got to be where it needs to be. So the number 1 thing you can do, you know what I'm going to say, wall ball. If you're not sure exactly how to do wall ball, there's a ton of wall ball programs out there. Make sure you're just working on good form, hitting a spot. There's a lot of extra things you want to do with wall ball. I'll put a link up here to a video that I threw together previously that shows you exactly what you need to do when you're doing wall ball. The next thing you can do is shooting, right? We need to work on our shooting. The more shots you take, the better you're going to be. It's also going to build some strength. It's going to build some understanding of how the ball comes out of your stick so you can pick your spots. Shooting is another great way to do it. Something you can easily do after practice. If you're a deep hole working on your stick work, there's a lot of different things you can do. Something like cross-field passes. Find a friend. Cross-field passes. When you get home, find a friend that plays baseball, parent with a baseball glove, a person with a lacrosse stick. Work on those long-distance passes so you're getting them spot on when it comes game time. You're going to hit that spot. You're going to hit that person in stride going down the field. Number 2, agility. Your agility is crucial and important in lacrosse. I don't want to spend a ton of time outside lacrosse doing crazy things that are going to make me exhausted, but agility is not going to make you exhausted, but it is going to make you a better player. If your agility is not where it needs to be, agility is such an easy thing to fix. Things like ladders, right? Going through the ladders, the agility ladders, doing 1 foot in, 1 foot out, icky shuffle, whatever you want to do. There's a great plethora of agility ladder programs. You can do jump rope. 5 minutes a day on a jump rope would be amazing for you. And I'm going to throw this one in the agility list, dodging. Yeah, that's right, dodging. And this is both offensive and defensive side of the ball. You need to be able to dodge appropriately. Set a person up one way, boom, go the other. Do whatever you need to do. Be able to rotate those hips. As soon as you see a defender's hips break, boom, we're going off the other side of them. Dodging is a great way to work on your agility. Dodging is a great way to finish up that agility training. Defensively, you can work on dodging drills. Offensively, you can work on dodging drills. Find somebody to go one-on-one after practice. Give yourself a few extra reps, what it's like dodging, moving your feet just the right way. Number 3 on our list, we're going to go with study. Study, what does that mean? Yes, your academics are important. We're going to hit that a little bit later on this list. You better believe me. But study your playbook. Your team has a playbook. One of the things that's going to keep you off the field is if you don't know what your team's running. If you don't know where the next slide's supposed to come from. If you don't know what happens after the dodger initiates the play. If you don't know what your team's doing, you're not going to have a chance to get on the field. Study your playbook. Next part of study is game tape. Oh my goodness, I love game tape. We're going to have to do a video on game tape. I love what game tape can do for you because as my college coach always taught me, and I will reiterate forever and ever and ever, the tape never lies. That's right, you watch your video of yourself on the field, you see exactly what was going on at that time. It shows you what you should have done versus what you may have done. Or it'll confirm you did what you should have done. The tape never lies. When watching game tape, you can watch your own team, watch your own film, learn from that, or you can watch college. Pick a player out that plays the exact same position as you. Watch that one person the entire time. Don't watch the ball go around the horn. Watch that one player the entire time. It'll show you what they do on ball and off ball. That's going to help you become a much better lacrosse player during the season. Number 4 on our list is academics. That's right, academics are important. If you are unable to be on the field for your team because of your academics, you're not going to find a spot on the team. It's very simple. I hated when players came up to me and said, look, coach, I'm going to be out for the next 2 weeks. That is crushing to your team. Make sure your academics are where they need to be because as we talked before, your academics are what's going to carry you. It's what's going to move you on. I love the PLL. It's an awesome league, but odds are we're not going to the PLL and we're not going to make a ton of money if we do go to the PLL. You need your brain. You need your smart. So making sure you're doing everything you can to maximize your academics is crucial. Number 5, we're going to go with strength training. And yes, there's a lot of different mixed ideas out there about what you should do during the season. But the bottom line is, if you lifted prior to the season, if you did your body weight workouts, if you improved your strength before the season, and now you're not doing anything, odds are you're going to lose your muscle, you're going to lose your strength, and if you're going deep into the playoffs, you don't want to lose your strength just in time for the championship. So getting in a couple workouts during the week is a very good thing. The key to in-season lifting is light and fast. You want to do those fast twitch muscles, and you don't need a ton of weight. We're not trying to max out reps here during the lacrosse season. We're just making sure our muscles are on point and still strong enough to do what we need to do when we need to do it. There's a ton of workouts out there. Go ahead and Google it for yourself. I'm not a licensed professional when it comes to this, so definitely I defer to the experts when it comes to finding a strength and conditioning routine. That pushes us right into number 6, conditioning. Conditioning. Yes, if you're in practice and you are getting reps the entire time, if you're a starter, you're probably going to be in pretty good shape. This is one where you need to figure out from your own body how much more you need to do. If you're not getting all the reps in practice that you need to, a couple long distance runs during the week is not a bad thing to keep your stamina up. If you just show up to practice and you're not a starter, you're not getting enough reps, throughout the entire season, your conditioning will deteriorate. That's no good. So make sure you're getting the reps in that you need. If you need to do some long distance running after practice on the weekend, do it. If you're getting a ton of it during the season, you're good to go. But I wouldn't be doing a ton of sprints. I would do more long distance stuff that you can recover from a little bit easier. Sprinting may be difficult on the body if you're doing a bunch of sprints and you're doing sprints at practice. Number 7, we're talking about your intake. I mean your liquids and your foods. You need to eat clean to play clean. What goes in is what comes out. You are what you eat. So you need to make sure what's going into your body is important and fueling you for the next day, for the next practice, for the next game. So drinking lots of water. The one thing you can do is just continuously hydrate yourself. Give your body everything it needs. Flush all the toxins out because you don't want to get sick during season. But also keep everything working the way it's supposed to. When you're eating, make sure you're eating right, getting the right mixture of proteins and carbs. Whatever it is you're eating, make sure your eating combination is right. Just eat clean. Eating that bag of Doritos is not going to help you in the next game. Eating that apple, the bag of veggies, whatever, that's going to help you. It's just being smart about what you're putting in your body, especially during lacrosse season. I'm not a dietitian and I don't know your individual situation. I just know common sense. When it comes to eating, common sense is the best thing you can use. Don't eat junk, eat the good stuff. And number 8, the last one on the list, after you do all of these things, you've got to recover well. We need to be able to recover. You need to do things like stretching. Make sure you're stretching after practice. Don't let your muscles and everything get tense. Make sure your flexibility remains there. You could do foam rollers if you want to roll out some of those tight muscle groups. Making sure your flexibility and you're recovering from your muscles is very important. And the best way to recover from all is to sleep. I know it's so hard during lacrosse season. When you've got lacrosse going on, you've got games, you've got practice, you're doing all this extra stuff to make sure you're the best version of self you can be. Your academics are there. You're doing everything you can to make sure your academics are on point and the grades are where they need to be so you can continue on to whatever you want. It doesn't give a whole lot of time for sleep and rest, but it is so important. Get a good night's sleep. 8 hours of sleep should absolutely be your minimum goal. The more sleep you get, the more rested your body's going to be, and when it comes game day, you're going to feel fresh and ready to roll. So there you go. Those are the 8 key pieces to make sure you become a better lacrosse player during the season. If you focus on those 8, work your way through each one of those, supplement practice with the important things that you need, because again, you may not get all of it in practice. You may need to supplement. If you supplement with the things specifically you need, you are going to become a better lacrosse player. There is no doubt about it. Good luck this season. Thanks for stopping by, and as we say around here, don't forget the little things.